Hey guys, it's Lindsay. We're going to do the water sign reading for February 2026. As always, if any of these messages don't align for you, please take only what you need and leave the rest. This is a group reading, so not every message is going to be for every single person. But if it feels right, then please take the message. We're going to do a general reading first for water signs in the month of 2026, February, Spirit, month of 2026, general reading, February. I can't speak, oh my goodness. Okay, we are looking at, okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, two figures looking out a window. We have the Five of Cups, another figure looking out in the distance. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So you're seeing some movement here, water signs, but it is movement that is, there's this grieving process happening here in February 2026. So I feel like you're leaving something behind that maybe unexpectedly you were leaving behind, and you are having this grief come along with it, this heavy energy where in some ways you may be excited for what's next, but in other ways you are very much grieving the life that you know. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit deeper into this. We're going to start with Pisces and see what shows up for Pisces. For Pisces, I feel like it has to do specifically around romance is what I'm seeing. There's a judgment happening around romance, your romantic and or your partnership. For you, Pisces, I think this is specifically coming through for people who are in partnership or who have recently come out of partnership. This is a lot of cards. Hang on. Yes. So you had this image in your mind, Pisces, of the Ten of Cups, of this relationship being the end all be all for you. So we have the Ten of Cups, which represents fulfillment, specifically fulfillment around family. So as I said, you had thought that this relationship was the end-all be-all, your true love. And you're walking away from it now in February, or you've recently walked away, and you are being asked to have strength through this transition time. And you find yourself also hermiting quite a bit. I also see, so I'm looking specifically at his hand over here and the magic coming out of his hand. It feels like you've lost your spark a little bit, Pisces, through this kind of detachment phase that you're going through. You know, you've lost your spark and you're like, well, where's the magic? Where is it? And it's hard for you to see the magic in the world right now. I know that's true for a lot of us. So the Three of Swords is coming through. You need to go out and seek others, seek people who support you and have them around you and have conversations with you, because the Hermit coming through is very much the loner energy, and I feel like you're losing yourself to your thoughts and your emotions specifically around this romantic partnership. And I feel like you can easily get lost in the deep waters, as it were. You are an emotional sign, so it's very easy for you as a water sign to get lost in those deep and dark waters. So please seek out support. Do we have any specifics for anyone watching, Spirit, that would make confirmation for them? Do we have any specifics for, I'm hearing AN names, so like Andrew and Anne and that type of name is coming through. So if any of that is your name or your partner's name, that's confirmation that this is for you, Pisces. Any other messages for Pisces in February 2026? Any other? I'm hearing changing hands, so I'm seeing hands exchanging things. So this may be exchanging, I'm hearing parcels, which is a kind of an odd word, but we're talking about like boxes, basically, giving things back to each other. So, you know, this could look like clothing or, you know, items that you had together and exchanging boxes of each other's items, and the energy returning back to the owners, basically, is what I'm seeing. But I also see again, this emotional energy, Pisces, coming through as far as you, when you're giving back the boxes, like not only are the boxes going back, but that those heavy emotions attached are going back, or you're trying to send them back, but it's not quite leaving you. And as I said, this is a transition time for you, Pisces, so don't try to force the emotions. You will get there. You will get beyond this, but you have to allow your body to transition to feel the emotions in the way that they need to feel them, right? And not force yourself through it. And the other part of that is don't go too heavy on the reminiscing. As I said, you kind of need to push yourself out there and see other people right now, because the reminiscing is where you're going to get it. You have to start your own fire, basically. And I know you're lacking the energy to do that right now, but it does feel like, you know, you gotta light the fire. You gotta get kind of moving, because as I said, those deep dark waters are calling you, and we don't want to go too far. We want to be the King of Cups in this instance, with, you know, holding our emotions appropriately as best as we can through this situation, because I do think that there are other things coming for you, but you have to kind of move through this transition phase around romance and keep looking forward as best as you can. Okay, so we did Pisces. Let's do Cancer. Cancer, the High Priestess. You're getting some insights on Cancer. So we're talking about in the general reading, looking forward, looking to the next, but also leaving things behind, okay? Cancer, for you specifically, you're getting some insights on your next step, but I feel like you're judging your clarity, so you may not believe you're getting these insights, okay? You're not trusting your own judgment is what I'm seeing. And this specifically for you, Cancer, is around work. So you're being asked to take a leap around work and how you earn your money, and I feel like you're not trusting your own judgment, and you should. We have the Sun, so there is going to be success on the next step in work, but you have to be able to trust your own judgment. The Emperor, you're getting a lot of Major Arcana cards. Major Arcana represents large steps in life. The Moon, intuition, we're talking about this. So you have to trust your judgment, Cancer. And I feel in the past, you know, you have been more trusting of your judgment and your intuition, but something has basically thwarted you. Something has shaken your core to where you no longer trust your judgment, specifically around your intuition and the messages that you are receiving. Yes, you're going too much through the mind and not enough through the gut and like the trusting of what you're receiving, Cancer. So specifically around work in February 2026, you are being urged to move in a certain direction, and Spirit is telling you to take that direction. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, and stop doubting yourself. Basically, the doubt is coming in very heavy, and that's kind of the mountain that you're climbing in February 2026, Cancer, is that doubt that you have in yourself. There's also fear that, like, if you make the incorrect decision, that you will not be able to correct it. You will not be able to go back. And that's emotion-based fear. So it's like you have to learn to circumvent this fear and continue to move forward, okay? Anything can happen to anyone at any time. The fear is what's going to hold you back from your success at this time. And I feel like especially in the spring, you're going to start seeing more success around your work if you take that leap at this point. But you can't, all those cards, you can't allow the fear to hold you back, because if it does hold you back, then you are, you know, the energy is stuck, is what it is. You will be stuck where you are in your work, and you have to put out your hand and say, okay, I'm trusting the universe to take care of me in the next step. I'm being pushed towards this one job, this one type of work, this one thing. I'm trusting that this is right for me, okay? Any other info for Cancer? As we had the Devil. The Devil came out, and the Devil reversed. So I think part of the Devil energy, and the dog's barking, the Devil energy reversed, is that you've overcome some hardships around work, but specifically around people whose energy was harmful at work. And or this may be part of why you are leaving and seeking a new workplace situation, because of this person and or persons who give off this energy. Okay, so you are right in seeking a different situation, because you deserve to be in an environment that is healthy for you in the workplace, and that you feel accomplished in. And we're gonna go to Scorpio. We have a puppy. We're gonna go to Scorpio. There's a puppy. We're going to go to Scorpio for the month of February 2026, and we have the King of Wands, Scorpio. You are looking forward specifically on, we're talking about the general reading again, we're looping back to that. You are looking forward to moving forward around your emotional state. Scorpio, I feel like you've been deep in your emotions in many ways, but Pisces has been deep in their emotions. And so you are trying to move forward emotionally and taking hold of your emotions. A lot of it has to do actually with taking hold of your fire, because I feel like you realize you are reactive in environments where you shouldn't be reactive, and it has come to bite you in the past, and now you're starting to take hold, yes, with the King and Queens of Wands. You're balancing your fire to make it work for you in all areas of your life and not allowing it to implode. Your fire is directly tied to your water, to your emotions, to the depth of your emotions. So you're learning how to balance your emotions to make them work for you in February 2026. Any last messages for Scorpio? Any last messages for Scorpio on February 20th? Don't run is what I'm saying. Like I'm hearing, don't run towards the exit. Don't rush the healing that's happening for you right now emotionally, because you have to do the inner work, the deep dive work. We have the Six of Cups, that's the children, that's Justice, also has to do balance, that's the Scales of Balance, and Queen of Pentacles. So don't rush this emotional work, this dark night of the soul that you've been going through. There are things for you to learn, and don't rush them, because you're going to need these skills in the next chapter of your life, Scorpio. My name is Lindsey Rose. This is Storyteller Tarot. If you would like your own reading, please check out the links in bio. If any of these messages were helpful for you, please leave me some feedback. I do love to receive feedback. Otherwise, I wish you guys well.